Gaya ng paulit-ulit na sinabi ni Pangulo, walang sasantuhin dito. Kahit kamag-anak, kaibigan, kaalyado, there will be no sacred cows.
Senator Jinggoy, first of all, I want to get your reaction dito po sa naging revelation ni Senator Ping Lacson this morning or around, this morning, that there is a CCTV footage of a certain Mina of WJ Construction entering the Senate last August 19. While he stopped short of saying saan po nagpunta itong si Mina, pero sabi po niya, he has an idea. Mabilis lang po for context, ito pong si Mina of WJ is the person mentioned by Bryce Hernandez as the contact of a Beng Ramos who allegedly is a staff in your office, to which you have already denied. I think your staff was saying since 2004, wala pong Beng Ramos kayong empleyado. First of all, sir, kilala niyo ho ba itong si Mina ng WJ and itong si Beng Ramos na parang ang lumalabas ay ginamit at least sinabi ang inyong pangalan?
Unang-una, I do not know a certain name, Mina. Wala akong kilalang nagngangalang Mina. I do not know who the owner of WJ Construction is. Kaya nagtataka ako bakit na-implicate ang aking pangalan dyan sa issue na yan.
And ang sabi po ninyo at ng inyong staff is that since umupo kayo, bumalik po kayo sa Senado, you never employed a certain Beng Ramos.
No, she was never my employee. She was just a girlfriend of one of my staffs. And I admit that records showed that na-detail yata sa aking tanggapan yan when she was pregnant. Pinakiusap ng aking staff. Yun lang yun. But aside from that, wala kaming usapan, wala kaming transaksyon. Hanggang dun lang yun.
Senator, what do you mean by na-detail lang nung siya po ay buntis? Ano po
Na-detail siya sa kasi I think she requested my staff, yung kanyang dating partner, kung pwede lang ma-detail sa aking office while she was pregnant. So ibig sabihin nun, hindi siya pumapasok dahil nga buntis siya hanggat nanganak siya. She had to take care of her baby. So ako naman, wala namang problema sa akin yun. So yun lang ang aming koneksyon.
For the record, sir, are you saying that ginamit lang nitong si Beng, allegedly, itong si Beng Ramos, ang inyong pangalan?
Ginamit lang ni Bryce ang pangalan ko. Pilit niyang kinokonekta yung relationship namin ni Beng. Wala naman kami relasyon ni Beng. He was never my staff. Ako, kaya I am very confident na yung CCTV,
Opo.
kung saan pumunta yung Mina na yan, siguradong hindi sa office ko.
Okay. That's where I wanted to go next. So, I just needed to establish kung kilala niyo si Beng Ramos, kung kilala niyo po itong si Mina of WJ Construction, dahil ito nga po yung naging allegation ni Bryce Hernandez. Let's go to that, sir. So, Senator Ping Lacson said sa susunod na hearing, ang plano po niya is to call the person who monitored the CCTV footage August 19. At sabi niya, it's a good thing because after a month, nawawala na po yan. Yung, siguro...
Well, for me, that is a welcome development. Dapat talaga malaman kung talagang kung saan pumunta yung sinasabi niya Mina.
So, why are you so sure, sir, that hindi man lang po pumunta sa inyong opisina itong si...
I don't even know her. Tsaka wala akong kilalang WJ Construction Company. I don't even know her.
Would you have an idea, sir, kung kaninong opisina pumunta itong...
I do not know. I do not know. I do not want to guess.
Yeah. All right, basta you're sure. What you're
Yes,
saying
I'm
is
very sure.
you're very sure, you're very confident
Yes.
that this Mina did not go to your office, no? Na that is the plan na aalamin nila sa susunod po na hearing. Another thing, sir, that was revealed during the press conference of Senator Ping Lacson, yung sinasabi po ni Bryce Hernandez. So, balikan lang po natin again for premise. Basically, he was saying that actually, yung umpisa pa nga niya, ang sabi po niya tungkol sa inyo is hindi siya ligtas. It's a play on, hindi ho ba, what happened in the Senate when then the Blue Ribbon Committee Chairman, Senator Marcoleta, said, safe ka na. Hindi ho
Alam
ba?
mo, biro lang ni Senator Marcoleta yan sa akin. Ako, I can take it. Pero dun sa public, baka iba yung syempre yung connotation ng safe ka pa. Because alam mo, I am an easy target, Pinky, dahil because of my past issues. No? Kaya pag dinawit ang pangalan ko sa korupsyon, maniniwala yung tao because I had a past issue. I think that is unfair for me to dig in my past issue.
Madali po kayong i-connect dahil ang
Madali
sinasabi
ako
niyo
i-connect.
dahil sa
Madali ako
nangyari sa
i-connect.
inyo
Yes.
in the past. So I want to go back to what he said, sir. Ang sabi niya, si Senator Jinggoy Estrada nagbagsak ng 355 million sa, I guess, sa ilang proyekto sa Bulacan in 2025. Now, the question, sir, is, were there any projects that you endorsed or you were the proponent that may lend credence dito po sa sinasabi nitong si Bryce Hernandez, sir?
First of all, Pinky, kung meron akong sulat sa DPWH requesting for funding, wala akong ganon. I never wrote any official, much less the secretary of the DPWH, for any funding coming from them. Okay? Kaya hindi po totoo na ako'y nagbaba ng
355.
355 million sa Bulacan.
Why do you think, what do you have a theory, sir? Bakit napaka particular na nagbagsak ng 355 million si Senator Jinggoy Estrada dito sa Bulacan?
Alam mo, siguro tingin ko nagagantihan na lang yan. Alam mo, turuan sa Senate, turuan sa House. Dalawa ni Senator Joel ang nabibiktima. Kasi sabi ko nga, I myself is a very, very easy target. Very vulnerable.
Just to follow up on this, sir, when I was watching the press conference of Senator Ping Lacson, sabi niya, he looked into the budget and merong ang lumabas na 355 million na insertion. But let's be very clear about this, sir. Sabi niya, hindi niya nakita sa NEP at hindi niya nakita sa HGAB. Ibig sabihin, itong 355 million, either naipasok sa Senado or sa BICAM. But
Or sa
again,
BICAM.
let's also clarify this. He said he does not know kung sino ang nag-insert nito. So, again, we have to, for the record, sir, wala po kayong pinasok na 355 million o meron ho bang nagpasok ng 355 million on
Na.
your behalf?
None that I know of, Pinky. None that I know of.
Any other siguro guesses or theories, sir, why apart from you being an easy target or dahil nga doon sa nangyari sa Senado sa inyong pagko-question kay Bryce Hernandez, bakit kayo idinidiin dito at very yun na nga po, very precise yung kanyang mga allegations?
He wants to get even with me. Kasi ako yung nagpakulong sa kanya sa Senate. Ako yung tanong na tanong sa kanya. Tanong na tanong sa mga resource persons. Hanggat halatang-halata naman nagsisinungaling siya. Yung nung tinanong ko yung may-ari ng Sims Construction, si Miss Sally Santos, na nagde-deliver siya ng 245 million in one day. Inamin naman ni Bryce na kinuha niya yung pera. Oh. Tapos nung sa House, pinakita ni Congressman Ridon yung isang katutak na pera sa table.
Opo.
Ano pa ba ibig sabihin nun? O di sa kanya galing yun. Sa kanya pumunta yung pera. At nakita niyo naman, narinig niyo naman si Senator Lacson. Yung kanyang privilege speech niya. Kung magpatalo sa casino yan si Bryce, tsaka yung kanyang kasamahan, umabot ng almost 1 billion pesos. Yung kay Bryce is 400 million
35.
plus.
Yeah.
Oh, 435 million. Bukod pa yung sa mga kasamahan niya. O saan nila kinukuha yung pera? Ang sweldo lang ni Bryce is approximately 70,000 a month. Oh.
Siguro, Senator, the question also would be, why do you think ang lakas ng loob niya na ituro kayo?
Hindi ko alam. Baka meron akong nagsusulsul sa kanya.
Do you think meron, sir?
Hindi ko naman sinasabi categorically, but most probably.
And would you have an idea who?
Wala pa.
Wala pa.
We'll find out.
So this really came as a surprise to you. I mean,
Yes. Yes, definitely. Bakit ako na naman? Because I'm an easy target. I'm very vulnerable. That's unfair for me.
So, what happened, sir? Kayo po ang nagpa-contempt sa kanya, hindi ho ba, sa
Yes.
Senado? At nagpaalam ang House na hiramin po siya, imbitahan siya sa House hearing. Doon na nga po lumabas ang inyong pangalan together with the Senator Joel Villanueva. And then what happened there was supposed to be, ayaw na niyang bumalik sa Senado dahil nga, pinangalanan na po kayo at si Senator Joel Villanueva.
Alam mo-
To which, sir, dinala siya sa PNP Custodial Center tapos eventually po sa Pasay City Jail, sir. Where do you think dapat ho ba talagang naka-detain itong si Bryce Hernandez, sir?
Una-una, it is under the Senate's custody. Kasi kami ang nagpakulong sa kanya eh. We were the ones who cited him in contempt. So dapat talaga ibalik siya sa Senate. So I think na ang sabi ni Senate President Tito Soto, nagkaroon sila ng usapan ni Speaker na ilipat na lang dun sa PNP Custodial Center. So ang sabi pa nga ni Senate President, he had to give in to the request of the Speaker. So nagreklamo, tumayo si Senator Marcoleta at saka si Senator Alan na dapat ibalik sa custody ng Senado. Kasi kami may hawak nun eh. Under namin yung kanyang kustodiya,
Legal custody.
legal custody. So napag-usapan namin during a caucus at pumayag naman si Senate President Tito Soto na i-commit na lang siya sa Pasay City Jail.
Yung abogado po ni Bryce Hernandez nagsalita po today at hindi po maintindihan bakit sa Pasay City Jail siya dinala dahil nga daw hindi naman siya kriminal, wala naman ho siya talagang kaso at parang I guess of course questioning bakit sa Pasay City Jail. Is there an update, Senator, after the hearing kung ibabalik po siya sa premises ng Senado at doon na lang po mananatili?
Well, it all depends with on the decision of the Senate President and the chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee.
All right, but what would be your preference? I mean, para po sa inyo dahil kayo po ang kanyang itinuturo.
Sabi ni Bryce, ayaw niya sa Senado eh. O di doon na lang siya sa Pasay City Jail.
So the hearing, sir, is going to be on Thursday. I guess you will come face to face again with Bryce Hernandez, sir. Pero this time, iba na dahil itinuro na po kayo.
Yeah, I will be there.
Opo. And you're ready, sir.
Sana gawin nila sa morning. Sana morning yung hearing.
Yeah.
Kasi afternoon, meron akong waiting kasi natapat kasi sa September 18 eh.
Right. I think the Senator Panfilo Lacson said it's going to be at 10 a.m., sir. I guess just as a last question, Senator Estrada, are you at all concerned or worried about this testimony of Bryce Hernandez?
No, not at all. I'm unfazed.
All right.
Kasi
Senator,
that person does not have any credibility left. Kita mo, napakasinungaling yan. When I presented his ID, his alias sa casino, he denied it. Pero may records ang Blue Ribbon Committee, may records si Senator Ping Lacson. Naglulustay siya ng pera. Yung si Sally Santos, binigyan siya ng pera, dinideny niya. Obvious naman.
so you're confident that yung kanyang pong credibility is easily crushed or madali pong masira yung kanyang credibility. I guess that's what you're saying.
Yes, Pinky.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Sa atas ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., formal na pong binuo ang Independent Commission for Infrastructure o ICI sa bisa ng Executive Order No. 94. Ang layunin ng komisyon, ito ay magsasagawa ng malalim at walang kinikilingang investigasyon sa mga ulat ng katiwalian, maling paggamit ng pondo at irregularidad sa mga flood control at iba pang proyektong pang-infrastruktura ng pamahalaan sa nakalipas na 10 taon. The Commission has been granted broad investigative powers, including the authority to issue subpoenas, recommend the filing of criminal or administrative cases, coordinate with prosecutorial and disciplinary bodies, and request relevant documents such as books, contracts, bank records, and other materials needed for its investigation upon proper request or representation to the appropriate authorities. To lead this task, the President has appointed individuals of proven competence, integrity, and deep familiarity with infrastructure, finance, and institutional reform. Rogelio Babe Singson, Commission Member. Mr. Singson brings decades of direct experience in both the planning and execution of major government infrastructure projects. As former Secretary of the Department of Public Works and Highways, he led one of the most significant reform efforts in the agency's history, introducing systems to promote transparency, eliminate ghost projects, and ensure proper use of public funds. He also served as head of the Bases Conversion and Development Authority, where he managed large-scale land and infrastructure development. His technical understanding of how projects are designed, procured, and implemented will be essential to this Commission's work. Rosana A. Fajardo, Commission Member. Ms. Fajardo is a certified public accountant and currently the country managing partner of SGB & Company, the Philippines' largest professional services firm. She has over 3 decades of experience in auditing, internal controls, and risk management, especially in identifying weaknesses in financial systems and operational processes. She has worked across both public and private sectors to help organizations defect fraud, strengthen governance, and build more accountable institutions. Her technical insight and financial acumen are critical in following the trail of public funds and determining where leakages and irregularities may have occurred. Mayor Benji Magalong, a special advisor and who will act as investigator for the ICI. Mayor Magalong is a career law enforcement officer who served as Deputy Director General of the Philippine National Police and as former Director of Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, or CIDG. He handled sensitive, high-impact investigations and helped lead institutional reforms in law enforcement through intelligence-driven forensic-based approaches. As mayor of Baguio City, he has continued to apply his strict standards of transparency and accountability in local governance. His experience in leading difficult investigations, uncovering internal wrongdoing, and enforcing compliance makes him a strong asset to this commission. The announcement of the chairperson of the commission will be made by the President in the coming days. Voluntaryo ang pagtanggap nila sa tungkulin na ito. Hindi sila hinihirang para ipagtanggol ang sistema kundi para harapin ito. Bawat isa sa kanila ay may mahabang karanasan sa pagtukoy ng mga problema sa loob ng mga institusyon at sa pagpapatupad ng mga reforma sa malalaking organisasyon. At pinakamahalaga sa lahat, wala ni isa sa kanila ang konektado sa anumang ahensya o kontratistang iniimbestigahan. Karapatan ng publiko ang magkaroon ng isang tunay na independent commission. Gaya ng paulit-ulit na sinabi ni Pangulo, walang sasantuhin dito. Kahit kamag-anak, kaibigan, kaalyado, there will be no sacred cows.